I thought our love would be the one thing that never changed, but now it feels like it's slipping through my fingers, and now I don't know how to stop it. I never thought I'd have to fight for your love, but here I am, doing everything I can to keep it from slipping away. What happened to the warmth we shared? Now it's just cold and empty between us, and I don't know how to fill the void. You used to be the first thing on my mind every day. Now I'm left wondering if you think about me at all. It feels like we're living in a relationship that's stuck in the past, but the future seems so far out of reach. I never thought love could make me feel so lost. But here I am, searching for the connection we used to share. Every time I look at you, I see the ghost of who you used to be, and I wonder if we can ever find our way back. I want to believe in us, but every day it feels harder to hold on to something that's fading away before my eyes. How do we go from being everything to each other to two people walking past each other without a word? I keep asking myself, where did we go wrong? How did we lose the love that once held us together? You used to be the light in my life, but now you're just a shadow, and I'm left wondering if we can ever find the light again. Every time I reach out, it feels like I'm reaching for a memory, a piece of you that's no longer there. I never imagined love would make me feel this empty, this alone, but here I am, fighting to hold on to something that's slipping away. There was a time when your touch meant everything. Now it feels like a stranger's hand on my skin. I'm standing here, wondering if this is the end or if there's still a chance for us to find our way back to each other. You once made me feel alive, but now it's like I'm just going through the motions, hoping that one day we'll find our way back to the love we once shared. How do I let go of someone who was once my everything? How do I say goodbye to the love that's fading before my eyes? I'm holding on to hope, but it feels like a fragile thread, one that could break at any moment. I thought love would make us stronger, but now it feels like it's tearing us apart, piece by piece. The love we shared used to be the one thing that held me together, but now it feels like it's unraveling, and I don't know how to stop it. I never imagined love would make me feel so small, so insignificant. Yet here I am, questioning everything we once were. The warmth we shared has turned to frost, and I can't seem to thaw the distance that's grown between us. I used to feel like I could conquer anything with you by my side. Now I'm standing here, wondering if I can even conquer myself. It's as if we're living two separate lives, and I don't know how to bridge the gap that's widened between us. You used to be the person I could count on, but now I find myself wondering if you even care about me anymore. The silence in our home is deafening. It's like we're living in a space filled with empty promises and lost dreams. I keep searching for the spark we had, but it feels like it's fading, turning into a cold, distant memory that I can't hold on to. The love I once felt so sure of now feels like a fragile thread that could snap at any moment. You used to make me feel safe, like nothing could tear us apart. Now, I feel like I'm walking on a tightrope, unsure if I'll fall. I keep asking myself where the connection went, wondering when we started living in a world where love no longer felt like enough. There was a time when our love felt unstoppable, but now it feels like I'm holding on to a dream that's slowly slipping away. You were the first person I thought of in the morning, and now it feels like I don't even know where you are in my heart. Every time I try to reach out, it feels like I'm reaching for someone who's already gone. How did we end up here? You used to light up my world, but now it feels like the light is slowly dimming, leaving me in the dark. The person I once loved so deeply is now someone I struggle to recognize, and I don't know how we got here. Every moment we share now feels like a reminder of what's been lost, and I can't help but wonder if there's anything left worth saving. I used to believe love could conquer anything, but now it feels like it's the one thing that's tearing us apart. There was a time when we were inseparable, and now it feels like we're drifting further apart with every passing second. I thought we were meant to be, but now I'm left wondering if we were ever truly meant to last. The love we shared once felt so real, but now it feels like a distant memory, a story I'm not sure I want to remember. I used to feel like I could talk to you about anything, but now it feels like I'm speaking to a stranger and I'm lost for words. Thought I'd end up here, questioning everything I once believed in. It's like I'm standing in the shadow of what we used to be, trying to find myself again. It feels like I've been drowning in a sea of unspoken words, unable to find my way to the surface. How did we get to this point? I thought love was supposed to feel safe, but now it's like I'm walking through a maze with no clear direction, only confusion. You've pulled away, and with every inch, I feel a part of me slipping further into the darkness, struggling to keep hold of who I am. You're not just a person to me anymore. You've become a feeling, a memory, a ghost that haunts every thought I have. I stand here, surrounded by all that we built, yet I feel more alone than I ever did before. How did it all crumble so fast? How did we go from being everything to each other to two strangers in the same room. The distance between us is a silence that screams, "You used to be my home, and now I can't even find comfort in your arms." It's like I'm searching for something that no longer exists. The person I loved has turned into someone I barely recognize, and I find myself asking, "Who are you now?" Every word feels like a battle, every touch like a reminder of how far we've drifted. I'm standing on the edge, wondering if it's too late to turn back. There was a time when your smile was enough to light up my world. Now it's just a faint memory that flickers and fades. The warmth we shared is now a cold, distant echo. I'm holding onto something that's slipping through my fingers, and I don't know how to stop it. I thought I knew who you were, but now you've become a puzzle, and I'm losing the pieces one by one. We used to finish each other's sentences, but now I'm lost in a sea of silence, wondering if you even hear me anymore. It's like we're living in two different worlds. How did we get so far apart without even realizing it? The love I thought was unbreakable is now a thread that's unraveling with every moment we share. How do we find our way back to each other? It's as if we're living in a story where the pages are torn and the plot no longer makes sense. What happened to our happy ending? I try to reach out, but it's like I'm touching air. You've become a stranger in a place that should be home. There's a distance between us that words can't bridge. I don't know where you went, but I'm still standing here, waiting for you to come back. You once knew all my secrets. Now you don't even see my pain. How did love turn into this? I look at you, and all I see is a face I once knew. But now there's a coldness I can't ignore. It feels like I'm living in the shadow of what we were, haunted by the love that's fading before my eyes. I thought we were soulmates, but now I'm not sure we even know each other anymore. You used to make me feel seen, but now I'm invisible in your eyes. How did we get to this point? What happened to the connection we shared? It feels like I'm holding on to a dream, and the reality is slipping through my hands. Every word you say feels like a lie now, even when I know you don't mean to hurt me. I'm just lost. I'm standing here, aching to understand, to feel the way I did when we first met. But now, I feel like I'm trying to reach for something that's not there. I want to believe we can fix this, but every time I try, it feels like I'm pushing against a wall that's getting higher with every attempt. Your touch used to bring comfort, but now it feels like a reminder of everything that's gone wrong. I don't recognize the person standing in front of me anymore. I'm searching for the one I loved, but it's like you've disappeared. The silence between us is louder than any fight we've ever had. Why does it feel like we're both walking away without saying goodbye? We used to share everything, but now it's like we're speaking different languages, unable to understand each other. How do we go from being everything to each other to two people drifting in opposite directions? You once made me feel like the only person in the world. Now it feels like I'm invisible, struggling to be seen by the one person I need the most. There's a growing distance between us, and every day I wonder if we can ever find our way back to the love we once had. I never imagined I'd feel like a stranger in my own relationship, but here I am, trying to find the pieces of what we used to be. You once held my heart in your hands. Now, I'm not sure if you even care that it's slipping away. It feels like we're standing on the edge of something, and I'm terrified of what will happen if we fall. The person I once thought I'd spend forever with now feels like a stranger, someone I'm struggling to remember. Every day feels like I'm losing you a little more. How do I hold on to something that's slowly fading away?